Hmm. What up, Facebook? So check this shit out. I went on to southparkstudios.com to watch the new episode, and it's giving me some shit, so I might have to wait a minute before I can watch it. Yeah, no worries. I'll drink on some of this cherry Cobra right quick. Which is cherry nos mixed with Potter's. Delicious combination. What's up, Diana? How you doing? I'll watch it when I can. I'm not worried about it. It's good to know. Good to know. I like Marlboro Slates and XTs. Those are both good cigarettes, but this right here, this is my cigarette of choice. Oh, that's delicious. No, I haven't, Diana Smith, to answer your question. What's up, Parker Jackson? See, if people don't like what I have to say, that's understandable. But don't aggravate me and I won't give it back tenfold. You get aggressive with me, I'm going to get aggressive with you. That's just how I roll. I don't like being a piece of shit asshole person, but when people do that shit to me, it's like, well, that's how you want to be treated. All right. I can do that. Look, I don't like being an aggressive person, but when people get aggressive or treat me like shit, then I'm like, well, you're only going to get what you give out. But I'm the asshole for being real with it. Right. Right. I see how it is. I fucking see how it is. It is starting to get cold in Casper. Oh, a little bit. The evenings are starting to cool off just a wee bit. Unusually warm for this time of year, but I'm not complaining. Picking a fight with me is not the smartest thing in the world. I see a lot of people who think they got balls, and I'm like, okay, pick a fight with me, see what happens. See what happens. I'll say some shit that'll have you hating me more than you hate your own life. I'd be down for that. Ben Dobbins says, come to San Diego. We can go to a goth club. Hell yeah, man. That's what's up. Goth chicks. Yeah. I try not to be an asshole, but people gotta push it, you know. So then when people push it, I push it even harder, and then people look at me like I'm an asshole. Well, you started it, I finished it. How does that make me the asshole when you started it? This is going in the fridge. This restrainer is going in the trash. Nice. Ben Dobbins says, there's a lot of goth and vampire clubs here. Hell fucking yeah, man. Look at these canines. Nice and sharp. Trolls on the internet made you an asshole. That's what's up. That's not too far from the truth, Diana Smith. That's not too far from the truth. You think I like being an asshole sometimes? No, I don't. But when people bully you, eventually you have to learn that you're not going to take it by the Twisted Sisters. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to take it. No, we ain't going to take it anymore. Now we have the right to use social media. There ain't no way we'll lose it. This is our fight and this is our song. I mean, you could apply that to pretty much anything, you know. I mean, you have to be an asshole when you're dealing with people on social media. That's just the reality of it, because people on social media are so quick to think that their opinion's more important than yours and that you're just a piece of shit loser and oh, your style looks like shit or your videos blah 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 blah. Everyone's got an opinion, right? So when you're dealing with people on social media, it helps to be a bigger asshole, because then they learn quite quickly not to fuck with you. And it don't take much. You think I'm crazy, you should meet some of my fans. You think I'm a psychotic piece of shit, you should meet some of my fans. Not saying that's a bad thing, but Parker Jackson says, yeah, you know you'd probably have a lot of success here on the West Coast. The videos where you used to dress up like a vampire was sick. Do you still have those teeth? No, I don't. But if I want to get some new vampire fangs at Hot Topic, that's pretty easy to do. Right around Halloween time, they sell the kit where you mix the paste and you custom fit each one to your canines, you know. And it takes a while for each one to set. You're basically spending a whole hour to get it to set, but that's all right. It makes the effect more elusive. Yeah. Although my canines are naturally sharp, so I'm not too worried about it. Ben Dobbins says, hell yeah, I'd burn a house down for you, Cobes. That's what's up, Ben Dobbins, and that's the loyalty that I appreciate. Yeah, buddy. Simon says, I'm a mushroom cloud laying motherfucker. Motherfucker, I'm super fly. TNT. Yeah. You get these people who are misfits. They don't belong in society, and they see a misfit like me, not afraid to go there or speak his mind or be himself, and it gives them something to believe in. It gives them something to relate to. And all of a sudden, you got all these misfits from different walks of life coming together for one cause and one person. And that's all it takes, man. That's all it fucking takes. Next thing you know, I got a fucking army backed up in front of me. A cult following like that. Just like that. Instant. Would you ever drink blood? Two questions about blood. Do you like Bloodplay, and would you ever drink blood? The only blood I've drinking is my own, to be quite honest. And Bloodplay, yes and no. If the blood is sterile and it's the blood of an animal, Bloodplay would be kind of fun. Knowing that it's going to get bloody, but other than that, the blood's clean and it's safe to consume and safe to drink and that sort of thing, then yes, I would drink blood/blood play, but you can get really sick if you don't know what you're doing, so you gotta be careful with, you know what I'm saying? That sort of thing. I mean, you look at this glass and it's got cherry nos and Potter's vodka. I mean, it's red-ish in tint. Like when you get a bloody nose, and when you get a bloody nose and you're drinking your own blood to stop it from bleeding, that's how you know you might be a vampire. Real vampires aren't affected by sunlight or crosses or garlic. That's just superstition. No, real vampires have adapted to walking in the daylight as daywalkers, if you will. It's the appropriate term, I suppose. Parker Jackson, that's a good question. How does it feel to know you've reached cult status on the internet besides the trolls? Do you like knowing you're famous? It feels pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. I do like knowing that I'm famous, but I don't glorify it, if that makes any sense. I try to be humble about it. Ooh. Diana Smith says, I'm a lesbian, but if you were into Bloodplay, I'd play with you. I want to see that red wand in action. Ooh. Now that's the definition of a true ladies' man right there. Any man can sit there and fuck. That's not a challenge. But to have lesbians going, yeah, if he was doing this and that, I get down with that. That's a true ladies' man. And that's the thing about YouTube, is if you work hard enough at it, you can reach cult status if you work hard enough at it. But if you're riding off the coattails of someone else's fame, or no, fuck that. Do your own thing. Eating Taco Bell in my bell tower. Could you imagine? I go into my clock tower with a bag full of Taco Bell. I'm sitting in front of the F2 that sits on the floor of my belfry, and I'm sitting there munching out on some goodness. Like, check this out, YouTube. Parker Jackson says, did you ever think you'd have a mass following of fans when you first started making videos? The answer is no, not really. I found a place to express myself. I was happy with it. But then when it took off, I was like, okay, this is kind of surreal. How do you feel about your documentary? Good question, Diana Smith. I like it. A lot of things have changed since the documentary, but I like it. It paints a very basic portrait of my life in Casper. Very basic.
Parker Jackson says, what do you think it is about your life and personality that draws people in the most? That's a good question. First of all, I'm going to say it because I'm not afraid to be real with it. Second of all, people see me struggling and they expect me to be some godlike figure on YouTube, and they see me struggling. It makes their life more relatable. And I think when people see the genuine honesty of someone's personality like mine, they're just like, yo, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? People are watching that and going, yo, I can dig what this guy has to say. And of course, there are some people who are just like, well, fuck this asshole. He's a piece of shit. It's all a matter of personal opinion.